What is up, everyone? This is Coach Austin here, coming to you from Hyper Strength and Conditioning. And today, I'm going to be talking about low back pain. Yes, and how to overcome low back pain. I'm not a physical therapist, all right, but I am a strength coach who also has suffered low back pain and have clients who have suffered low back pain. And there's ways around it. There's exercises you can do, there's stretches and all that stuff, but we just don't do them. And I have Deadpool here. To show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I think basically I just wanted a reason to kind of have Deadpool in one of our videos. Let's be real. We nerd out and work out here, so, hey man, he's kind of our unofficial mascot. But low back pain usually stems from, believe it or not, your low back being more hypermobile, but not really strong. So it has mobility, but it doesn't have strength. And because it doesn't have strength, there's other muscles that will need to get involved in order for you to execute a certain movement, like picking up a box or bending over and getting something. Usually people, when they bend over, people have low back pain. It's better for them because, when they bend all the way over like this, and it's like, oh, this feels so good because I'm getting a stretch. And it does. But the reason why your low back is kind of achy, especially if you're sitting, is because it's not strong. It's not strong. And the reason why it's not strong is because we don't really do movements that help the low back. People get afraid of deadlift because they don't want to hurt their back. It's like, I don't want to do deadlifts because that'll fuck up my back. But I'm like, no, it'll get your back stronger. And it's like, when you deadlift, you're going to work this muscle right here, it's a muscle. You need to work the low back, the erectors, the QLs, the quadriceps lumborum, all that stuff. You also work the glutes, all right? Because if the glutes aren't strong, the low back will have to take over for what the glutes can't handle. And if the glutes are weak, that your back you're overworking. Think about working overtime, right? Let's say you work on a team, and Susie, what's her name, and Joe Schmo, they're not pulling. You work on the team with them, and they're not pulling their weight. Guess what? You got to do all of it, and you're getting stressed out. You're getting overworked because the other two ain't pulling their weight. That's your low back, bro. And there's other muscles that could be weak, all right, like the transverse abdominis. It's basically a layer of muscle under the rectus abdominis, your actual six-pack, all right, that surrounds your whole waist right here. It's like your inner belt. That's not being established. And the deadlift helps develop all this. It develops your transverse abdominis because you gotta brace. You gotta learn how to brace, which kind of getting ahead of myself. Because breathing and bracing is all kind of like step one. But I'm already going into freaking deadlifting. But movements like the deadlifts, like the hinge, will help your low back pain as long as you learn the skill of the movement and progress. You don't have to deadlift heavy. You just got to start. Just start doing the movement. Strength is a skill. And the more it's practiced, the more it's developed, you're going to start developing muscles that help that movement. The muscles including the gluteus maximus, gluteus minimus, the transverse abdominis, all right? All these, like the low back muscles here, you're making them stronger, but you're also making the other ones stronger. So when everyone's pulling their weight, the spinal column is protected, and you get to twerk your ass off pain-free. Isn't that right? All right. So there's a lot of things that go into improving low back pain. But like I was kind of getting ahead of myself. I kind of jumped like 2 steps or 3 steps and went right into like deadlifts. But breathing, bracing. Think about a front plank. When you're holding a front plank and your hip sags, all right, brace your abs, like. Basically, if someone's about to punch you in the stomach, like brace it. That's what I'm saying, brace. Now, after you learn how to brace that, learn how to breathe while you're bracing. So think about the front plank, now breathing while you're holding a front plank correctly. So you're tightening, you're bracing your abs, and you got to breathe or else you're going to fucking die. So you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. You master those two things, it'll help your low back. Because now you're gonna understand how to brace and how to breathe through the brace, and you're gonna use that skill when you do movements like the squat, the bench, and the deadlift. A lot of people may injure themselves because they just don't know how to brace. Think about, and I love using this analogy, I got this from Jim Schmitty and Joe DeFranco from CPPS, and it's like firing a cannon from a canoe. Okay, so you want to move something really hard and fast, but the foundational base isn't there. So you're gonna fire a huge ass cannon from a canoe, shit's gonna get all, think about it, it's gonna be all out of whack. You're gonna fire a cannon out of a canoe, the canoe's fucking gonna sink, the canoe's gonna break. The canoe is your low back, all right? The canoe is your low back. You know, a lot of people want to move weight, put it on their Instagram and all that stuff. They judge people on how strong they are, but that's not the case. We got to focus on the canoe. You make the canoe bigger, you make the canoe into a battleship, then you can start making monster shots and monster gains and moving some monster weight. But until then, work on your canoe, work on that low back, all right? Working on the building the glutes, building the transverse, building the muscles around it, as well as the low back, the erectors, and the quadratus lumborum and all that stuff. But building those muscles around the back, learning how to breathe the brace, learning those skills, and you're gonna start reinforcing. You're basically gonna build that canoe into a big ass battleship. And now you're ready to move some weight. Pain-free. But the trick is you have to pay the dues of developing the muscles all around by starting light, being consistent. Starting light and being consistent and building upon that. Don't go fucking heavy. All right? You're not getting fucking 3 white lights every damn day in the gym for you powerlifters and weightlifters who are trying to like get better. It's low back. It's low back pain. And learning how to develop that skill of bracing, breathing the brace, and all that stuff will just help. It'll help you in your battle of low back pain. There's also mobility. You also got to get into the mobility aspect of it. What's tight, rolling it out. People could talk about it all they want about, foam rolling doesn't really do anything. But dude, you do it before and after your workout, you just feel good. If you could move better, when you just give yourself a massage, you're just giving yourself a deep tissue massage on all the tight areas around the back. You do that, you'll have a better session. You move more through the session, you have more range of motion through the session, and you start light and you're consistent, you start developing strength through that range of motion. When you have a stronger range of motion, then the less likely you're gonna have pain when you're doing other movements that require that range of motion. And then you're gonna start looking like Deadpool again. So this is Coach Austin from Hyper Strength and Conditioning. I hope you learned something. I kind of went all over the place, but I hope this visualization, I hope this video kind of helped kind of open your mind about how you can attack this low back pain. I'm not a physical therapist, but shout out to my guys at Progressive Motion Therapy. If you're in the Menlo Park area, Bay Area, hit them up because they know exactly how to help you. If you're in that boat of like, I've done everything, Austin, all this shit doesn't make sense, it doesn't matter. My low back's hurt, reach out to those guys. Or just reach out to your local physiotherapist, because they'll help you. They'll help you in your quest to getting stronger. But again, this is Coach Austin from Hyper Strength and Conditioning in San Jose, California, where we nerd out and work out, and I hope this helps. Goodbye.